Richard Nixon had been prosecuted and imprisoned. George Bush wouldn't think he was above the law. I'll tell you why we have to impeach. We have to impeach so 10 or 20 or 30 years from now, these babies who are in here aren't going to have to face another illegal and immoral war of aggression for profit.
More than 25% of the people living on the streets of our country are now military veterans. 25%. That's a scandal that needs to be addressed by the very same people in this administration who sent our men and women in uniform into harm's way. Most of those, by the way, who never served themselves and reportedly didn't listen to those who had when they tried to give them the right information. We know about the thousands who've been killed already, almost 4,000. But how about the tens of thousands who are returning maimed physically and scarred mentally? This is important information for us. Shad Mishad is the president and the founder of the National Veterans Foundation. 1/4 of people living on the streets are military veterans. That's an astonishing number to most of us.
Absolutely. It's astonishing, and it's also going to be an epidemic, I'm afraid, in the next 10 or 15 years. Right now here in Los Angeles, where we have the largest homeless population in America, we're already starting to see Iraq and Afghanistan vets trickle into our homeless population. Our street team, which we do a street team run every week, are already finding 1 or 2 a week out there, and it's already starting to send up the red flag.
The numbers are startling. On any given night in the United States, it is estimated that some 200,000 veterans are now calling the streets home. This according to one advocacy group. Michelle Miller tells us the homeless include service members who have served in our nation's 2 ongoing wars.
Hassam Al-Gharani knows the price of war. He fought in Afghanistan and then in Iraq, where a sniper's bullet took his best friend.
His head got blown off. I get nightmares about that.
He was that close to you?
Right here.
The Muslim American sailor drowned the pain in alcohol, but drinking only led to an early discharge. Back at home, he could not find work. His wife took their baby boy and left. Eventually, robbery led Hassam to prison. When he got out, he was homeless.
We have no inkling of the full scope of the problem.
Roy Kears helps run this state-funded homeless shelter for veterans with addictions. Here, Hassam found men who understood his spiral from homecoming to homelessness.
They're returning home and they're running into obstacles and problems, and all of the mechanisms are not in place to get to them.
1 in 3 homeless Americans is a veteran. On any given night in this country, an estimated 200,000 are living on the streets. Many served in Vietnam, but experts expect the number of Iraq veterans to swell in coming years. The Veterans Administration can provide beds to only 14,000 veterans. As President Bush orders more troops to Iraq, the Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs wants more focus on those coming home.
The president did not mention the word veteran in his State of the Union message.
Senator Daniel Akaka has asked Congress to more than double the president's request for funding next year. $4.8 billion more to help not just the physically wounded, but the emotionally scarred.
They train you to transfer from a civilian to a killing machine. When you get out, they should have trained me to go back into being a civilian again.
The Army says 1 in 3 Iraq veterans will return home with mental health issues. Sooner or later, caring for them will become another cost of war. Michelle Miller, CBS News, New York.